Hello everyone, my name is Shobhita Nandini and today I will be discussing voting behavior and public opinion in India. India is the world's largest democracy with millions of citizens participating in elections. However, beyond these numbers lies an important question. What actually drives people to vote the way they do? Is it development, leadership, caste, identity, or some other deeper social and psychological factors? Understanding this is the central idea to the study of voting behavior and public opinion. In a democratic system, elections are not just about counting votes, they are about understanding why individuals make certain political choices. Voting behavior explains how individuals arrive at these decisions, while public opinion gives the broader, collective mindset of society. Together, they look into the electoral outcomes, governance, and the relationship between citizens and the state. Moving on to what is voting behavior. Voting behavior refers to the manner in which individuals choose a candidate or political party during elections. This decision is not simple or entirely rational. It is shaped by a combination of social, economic, political, and psychological factors. For example, issues like employment, inflation, and development influence voters in a rational manner. But at the same time, factors like caste, religion, and leadership often shape decisions at a social level. So, this systematic study of these patterns is known as psychology. So, basically, voting is a combination of identity, emotions, and rational thinking all working together at the same time. Now, for the evolution of voting behavior in India, it has gone through several changes. If we go back to the early years after independence, say the 1950s to 1970s, voting behavior was largely influenced by the legacy of freedom movement. People began trust People trusted established leadership and Congress had a dominant position. By the 1980s and 1990s, with the emergence of coalitional politics, regional parties became stronger and identity factors like caste and community became more visible. But from 2014 onwards, we see a further shift with greater emphasis on leadership, governance, development, and the expanding influence of digital media. So, over time, we see a shift from emotional and identity based voting to more issue based decision making. This leads to an important question: what influences voters today? So, broadly, the factors influencing voting behavior can be categorized into three. First, social factors such as caste, religion, and group identity. Second, political factors including ideology, public policies, and leadership image. Third, economic factors like employment, inflation, and development. Along with these, social media and political campaigns have also important role in shaping voters' perception. For example, recent elections demonstrate how digital platforms can rapidly influence opinions and political narratives. So, modern voting behavior reflects a complex interaction between rational evaluation and social influence. Now, moving to the public opinion, which is often regarded as the voice of the people, it represents the collective attitudes of citizens towards political leaders, public policies, and national issues. Public opinion is measured through tools such as opinion polls, surveys, and exit polls, which helps capture trends and reflect the broader public mood. Public opinion also plays a crucial role in democratic system. It helps shape policy decisions, ensure government accountability, and functions as an important check on political power. Now, a comparison between the 2014 and 2024 elections highlights a clear shift in voters' behavior. The 2014 elections were largely influenced by leadership and a widespread demand for political change. By 2024, however, voters displayed a more issue based and performance oriented approach. Additionally, the role of digital media has expanded significantly, making public opinion more immediate and dynamic. This suggests that voters in India are becoming increasingly aware and selective. In recent years, several important trends have emerged. There is a noticeable decline in traditional party loyalty. Greater emphasis is placed on development and governance. Participation among youth and women has increased significantly. At the same time, the growing influence of media has made voters become more informed and more susceptible to influence. Despite these developments, certain challenges continue to persist. The influence of money and power in elections remains significant. the spread of misinformation and fake news can distort voters' perception. Moreover, caste and religious polarization continue to shape voting behavior in various regions. Thus, Indian democracy reflects a combination of progress and continuing structural challenges. So, to conclude, voting behavior and public opinion together form the foundation in democratic functioning of India. While there is a clear shift towards greater awareness and issue based voting, traditional social influence continue to play an important role. Therefore, a deeper understanding of elections requires us to move beyond results and examine the underlying forces shaping voters' behavior and decisions. Ultimately, strength of the democracy not only lies in participation but in the quality, awareness and independence of that participation. Thank you.